This video contains no flashy visuals, just powerful insights and clear subtitles to help you focus, absorb, and transform. Close your eyes or keep them on the words. Either way, what you'll hear in the next minutes could rewire how you show up in the world forever. Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly felt like you didn't belong? That voice in your head whispering, "What if I mess up? What if they judge me?" Now, imagine the same moment, but instead of shrinking, you radiate confidence. People notice you, respect you, not because you're the loudest, but because you've mastered something deeper. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with 5 psychological tricks so powerful, you'll feel unstoppable, no matter where you are, who you're with, or what you're facing. You ready? Let's dive in. 1. The power posture principle. What if I told you your body can change your brain before your brain changes your body? According to Harvard psychologist Amy Cuddy, adopting a power pose for just 2 minutes can increase testosterone and decrease cortisol, the hormones responsible for confidence and stress. How to use it? Before a presentation or meeting, stand tall, roll your shoulders back, open your chest, plant your feet firmly on the ground. You don't just look powerful, you feel it. And that's the trick. Confidence isn't always born, it's performed until it's real. But what if your body isn't enough? What if the real war is happening in your mind? 2. Rewire self-talk with name detachment. We all have that inner voice, the one that says you're not ready, you'll mess up. But what if you could silence it by simply changing a word? Instead of saying I'm nervous, say you've done harder things, you've got this. This is called psychological distancing. Athletes, CEOs, and military leaders use it to stay sharp under pressure. You're speaking to yourself like a coach, not a critic. And when you start talking to yourself with respect, the world follows. For the next 24 hours, catch every negative thought and flip it like a switch. Watch how your confidence transforms. But self-talk alone isn't enough. You need to train your brain to expect wins. 3. The past victory anchor technique. Confidence doesn't come from knowing you'll win. It comes from remembering that you already have. Neuroscience shows that when you vividly recall a past success, your brain fires up the same emotional circuits as the original event. How to use? Close your eyes. Picture a moment when you felt powerful, unstoppable. Anchor it. What did it feel like? What were you wearing? Who was around? You can now recall that moment anytime, before an interview, date, speech. That emotion is your fuel. It's not fake confidence. It's borrowed courage from your own story. But what if there was a way to project that confidence, even before you speak a single word? 4. The command presence loop. You've heard this before. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. But what if you could control that impression without changing who you are? Here's how. Walk into a room as if you belong. Slow your movements. Rushed equals nervous. Make eye contact with calm certainty. Not a stare, but presence. This creates command presence. It's the energy of someone who's used to being respected, not because they shout, but because they don't need to. People respond to this before you say a word. Next time you enter a room, tell yourself, this is my space, I choose the energy here. But even this is only part of the puzzle. The real secret? It's hidden in your emotional core. 5. The emotional state shift. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Confidence is not a trait, it's a state, and you can shift into it on command. Use emotionally charged music, physical movement, and breathwork to activate a confident state. 30 seconds of power breathing, a walk with your favorite hype music. Even just repeating, I am energy, I am confidence. You're not waiting to feel ready, you're creating readiness. Because the most powerful people in the world aren't fearless. They just decide to feel powerful anyway. And when you stack these tools together, body, mind, energy, you don't just act confident, you become someone who's unstoppable. Remember this. Confidence is not given, it's built through decisions, through daily habits, through emotional mastery. These 5 psychological tricks are not just hacks, they're weapons. And once you learn to use them, you'll never see yourself the same way again. If this helped you feel even 1% more powerful, imagine what's coming next. Subscribe now, because the transformation is just getting started, and I promise you're capable of far more than you've ever imagined.